Holy smokes. So I'm going to have to post this on both channels, on my horse channel and my gun channel, because this is pretty amazing. And it goes back to fight or flight that I'm always talking about. And horses, their first instinct is to run. You're going to notice in this video, this woman's first instinct is to run. And this guy, I mean, he surprises the shit out of me. He comes out, if you can't tell, right now he's holding a bobcat in his hand that just attacked his wife or his family. So this guy comes out, and for my gun people, the way he goes from 0 to 100 miles an hour is actually pretty cool. I mean, he walks out drinking his coffee, talking about washing his car, saying hello to his neighbors, regular morning, wife walking in the car, they're about to go somewhere. I mean, he is totally in what I call his white zone, and the only reason he's not in his complete white zone is he's armed, and he's got a gun on. And when I first saw him, I would have never guessed that he was a gun owner or a gun carrier. But he gets his gun out pretty damn quick after he throws his cat off. But this is a great video, so let's take a look at it first. Most people have seen it, and then I'll go over it.
Good morning.
I don't know what's in that, but looks like some brownies or cake. And I'm like, shit, what happened to that? Because in a minute, he's only holding the damn shell.
I need to wash my car.
Okay, so right here is where it kind of gets iffy. And I said I was going to play it through, but you know what? Whatever. I'm talking, so get over it. So she's carrying a dog or cat carrier here. And you're going to hear in a minute this cat go, and I don't know if it's the cat in the cage or if it's the bobcat before he attacks. And another thing I can't really see because right here is, does the bobcat jump on this or does the bobcat jump on her? Okay, so this time I saw it. It looks like it jumps on her leg. She screams, oh my God, holds this up, and the cat looks like right here it's going to her leg. See it on her back there? That's the first time I've slowed it down and actually seen it. So when he's holding the bobcat, it doesn't look that big. Right now, the bobcat looks pretty damn big. So look, woman instinct, she's protecting her little animal. That's cool. She's running, she's screaming. So this dude reaches up and grabs this freaking cat and pulls it off her. Wow. And bobcats are, look, anytime you handle any cat, even a domesticated cat, when it don't want to be handled and it's biting and scratching, you're in for some hurt. Bobcats, they can bite harder, they're usually bigger, and they got bigger claws and stronger claws. So, I mean, this dude, I am so surprised this cat did not latch on his face.
Oh my God, bobcat! Oh my God!
So this dude's like impressed, like, holy shit, it's a bobcat. Neighbors watching. I don't know what happened to the brownies he was carrying. I thought they were in the car, but I'm kind of concerned about them. So he throws it, and actually when it comes over his shoulder here, it's a pretty big bobcat. That sucker's pretty big. I thought it was kind of small when I first saw it. But that's a pretty freaking big bobcat. So he tosses it pretty hard, pretty far. It lands, and it runs back to him. But here's the part I want all my gun viewers to look. Watch him go for his gun. Now remember, like less than 10 seconds ago, he was like putting down my coffee. I should, wash my car. He's putting things in his car, saying good morning. Now he's in the middle of a bobcat attack, and he gets his gun out. Watch this.
Get up! Get up! Get up! Get to me! Get up!
So this lady starts chasing it, which I'm kind of surprised. I mean, it's already attacked somebody, but it was probably a good thing. Both of them screaming and yelling. So he gets his gun out almost immediately, and then the video stops. So I don't think he shot the guy. Some people were like, oh, poor bobcat, he killed him. And I mean, I'm not sure I would have killed it. If it attacked my cat, or one of my horses, I'd probably killed it. But if it attacked me, I might spare it. Just think it's a cat.
Watch out! I'm gonna shoot that fucker! Get out! Watch out!
Want you to listen to his voice, very high pitched. He's in flight or flight.
Watch out! It's a bobcat attacked my wife! A bobcat!
So he gets into explaining to someone else, the neighbor or somebody is asking what's going on because he's running around with a gun, which may be reasonable, but he's not communicating real well because he's focused, he's hyper-focused on the actual threat. Let's watch this again. I love the way he goes, yeah, I got to wash my car. Let me load my brownies. What? What the hell's going on? Good morning.
I need to wash my car.
So evidently it's here where he either drops the cookies or whatever, because this time I watched the brownies. I know you guys are probably watching the thing here, but I was watching the brownies. Watch him. He's about to put it in the car. See, I thought he put it in the car. I'm like, how the hell did he end up with that tin in his hand? I think he carries it around, and he might have hit it with it.
Oh my God, the bobcat! Oh my God! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get to me! Get out! Lindsay! Watch out!
Man, I tell you, man, when I saw this dude whip out his gun, I was like, you go, boy! He had the mindset from, I mean, just seconds of calm. This is why I always tell people, be nice and friendly to people, but always have a plan to kill them. You can't ever drop your guard and think nothing's going to happen. Almost every victim that ever has given an interview always says, man, I never expected that to happen. Man, I just never expect. Man, it was really a surprise. That's how most shit happens. Confusion, evaluation, what's going on, goes into action, grabs the cat. Pretty impressed that it's a bobcat. He announces it to the neighborhood.
Oh my God, the bobcat!
That kills me.
Oh my God!
Dude! Now, if a cat's attacking me and I get it like that, or a dog, I usually, when I've been attacked by dogs before, I would bounce them off cars or trees before I let them go. Now, he actually has this bobcat, it looks like by the front and rear paws.
Oh my God, the bobcat!
So, when he grabbed him, he was lucky because these paws aren't allowed to do a lot of damage, and because he's got the feet, the mouth isn't able to connect anything. So he's got this bobcat in a pretty good position and good control. I mean, another option is he could have threw it in his car and shut the door and trapped it. Again, I'm not saying the guy is stupid for not thinking this, and, you know, look, he handled this pretty well. But if you're attacked by a dog, I usually go for the throat. I sacrifice one arm, or even if I don't sacrifice it, whatever he grabs, I let him have, and then I use my other hand to grab his throat and squeeze the windpipe. That causes him to open his mouth, and without letting go when he opens his mouth, I use my other hand to grab the back of his neck. So now I have his neck, and he really can't bite me, especially if you're high up on the neck. They can move their head back and forth, but they can't bite you. And claws on a dog aren't near as bad as on a cat. And then you have his complete body weight has kind of like leverage to spin. In the military, we were always taught if a dog attacks you, you go into a helicopter or a spin. If you're spinning him on the end of leash, centrifugal force will keep him away from you. He can't bite. He can't get his footing to run and charge you because he's spinning, and you just circle him like a helicopter. Well, sometimes you get dizzy. Sometimes you got to circle until they pass out if they're still being aggressive. But if they're really being aggressive, when you're spinning, you can bounce them off a tree or a car or something, knock the breath out of them, and stun them. So this guy does pretty good job, and like I said, I'm really impressed. It took him a couple seconds after he threw it because he started yelling, and I think that's what's called tunnel vision. He got so focused on a threat, he forgot to do action and get his gun out. So there is a little pause there, but I think he did a great job getting his gun out.
Oh my God! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get to me! shoot that fucker. Get out. Watch out. Watch out. It's a bobcat attacked my wife. A bobcat.
So good job.
Oh my God.
I think it's a pretty good sized bobcat when he throws this. I mean he tossed that cat pretty good. And it's pretty good size. Wow. I thought this was a great video. One, never relax. Always have your gun. Always be prepared. He was communicating. He went into action. It went from 0 to 100 very quickly. He stayed in a fight. He didn't get out of the fight. He wasn't looking at his wounds. I mean, there'll be people here that can crack on him what he could have done better and could have this. I mean, we can always look back and say we could have done and try to use it as learning and reinforce that in our mind. But overall, this dude gets an A+ for being an armed citizen. Good job. All right, we'll end that there.